Hi y'all, Jennifer here. Today I'm going to be doing a WIP and chat on my 90 by 90 We the People. It's going to be a getting to know me video, and I'm going to be I do my sections. On this one I did sections, but I'm only going to do half of this section because I don't think I'll make it through the whole thing for this video. So I'm just lightly cutting the plastic paper so I can peel that away. And there we go. So I guess I will start off by, today is my birthday and I just turned 44. I do have 3 children. I have a daughter who is 25, I have a son who is 20, and I have another son who is 14. My 14-year-old lives with me part-time and part-time with his dad. He is here with me this week, so he may come out and not realize I'm making a video and start talking to me. I also have a kitten that you can probably hear in the background. She's in heat, so she's making a lot of noise. She is an indoor cat, so we will be getting her fixed soon. Let's see, I grew up in Irving, Texas. I was born and raised in Irving. I did move to Colorado when I was about 16. My parents decided that's where they wanted to retire. So they went ahead and moved to get adjusted to the Colorado living. I can't say it was nice living there. It was very cold a lot of the time. I always had everybody ask me which I liked better, Texas or Colorado, and I honestly, they're about the same for me. Mostly weather. Texas is hot all the time. Colorado is cold most of the time. But I did live there for about 10 years. Let's see. I have the pen that I'm using tonight came from a cat ear mystery painting. It does have a 4-placer multi-placer. I'm not very good at multi-placing. Still kind of getting the hang of it. I did have to put a squishy on there because it does hurt my fingers when I'm doing the single placer. So for this channel, I had planned to do unbaggings for mostly the inexpensive budget places. I typically buy mine from there. I don't really hang a lot of my paintings, so I just want to do them to pass the time. I don't need to spend $60, $70 on a painting that I'm not going to really hang up just for it to be put in a portfolio and put away somewhere. I don't want to do that. It's not to say that there aren't any expensive diamond paintings that I would purchase. I did Diamond Art Club Guardian Night for my mom for Christmas. I also did a custom of my daughter and her boyfriend, which was a 60 by 90. That was my biggest one before this one. And those were pretty pricey, but they were worth it. Diamond Art Club is very nice quality on the canvas and the drills. and it turned out to be very pretty. My mom loved it. I honestly cannot remember where I purchased this one from. I saw it on something, I believe it was called Vanilla Diamond Painting. I did not purchase it from there. I had found it somewhere else for just a little bit cheaper. And I can't remember now where it was from. It was pretty expensive I guess for the size, I think it was like $67. But my fiance really wanted it. So we went ahead and got it, and when it came in, it was folded. I'm gonna show you. I don't know if it'll come out on video, but it was folded in half. Right there. I don't think y'all can see that, but it had a crease. So I contacted the company I had purchased it from, and I just stuck my hand there. That was nice. Let them know that I had a crease in the middle of my diamond painting, and they wanted pictures, so I sent pictures, and I never heard back from them. So, the canvas is really nice. It's very soft. It's not your stiff canvas. It's poured glue. There were no other creases or anything. We kept it under our mattress for about a month because I wasn't ready to work on it anyways, so we just left it under there until I was ready to take it out. So I ended up ironing it, and I can barely feel the crease, but I can still see it. But we're just gonna go with it, and hopefully once I get the diamonds laid down, it'll lay down that crease and it won't be a problem. Plus it's right there where two diamonds will meet, so I don't think it's going to be an issue. But if I was to remember where I ordered it from, I probably wouldn't order from them again, because their customer service was not, they were on top of it at first, but then I never heard back from them again. So I probably wouldn't order from them. After spending that much money, you would think that you would have a little bit better customer service. I can tell you Diamond Art Club has great customer service. I ordered all 4 of the trial sets with them, and I ordered them upgrade size. And I got my package, and they were all the regular small size. So I sent them a message, and I was like, I was supposed to get the upgraded version, and she was like, oh, that was a mistake. They must have shipped you that one, but you do have another package coming. And the next day my order came, but I had asked them if I needed to return them, and they said no, keep them and give them away, or do both of them, or do what you wish with them, but you don't need to return them. So I did think that was great. They do have great customer service. Have not done any of those kits yet. I gave the smaller soulmates to my mom to have her try it out and see if she liked diamond painting, and she does. So she just got her first diamond painting that she ordered in the mail today, and she said she was going to get it out tomorrow and start working on it tomorrow. And I believe it was a bigger one, but she ordered it from Amazon. I don't think she'll be heavy into it like I am. I think I have 4 or 5 orders that I'm waiting for. And I have a large one I just received from eBay that I will be doing an unbagging for. Since it was my birthday today, my fiance got me 5 new diamond paintings on top of all the diamond paintings from Christmas that I will also be doing unbaggings or unboxings or whatnot once I get the time to get those done. I am going to try and do this whip and chat for an hour. It may be 20 minutes tonight, 30 minutes the next night, or whatever the case may be, so I can get on Miss Crochet and Coffee's 1 hour whip and chat challenge. She is having everybody do a 1 hour whip and chat, and she's going to put it on her website in a playlist, but they do have to be an hour long for her to accept them. So I'm going to try to find something to talk about for an hour within myself. So I do have a grandbaby. She is 4 months old. I get to see her a little bit, probably not as often as I would like, but maybe once a week. I go over and visit with her and hang out with my son and his fiance. She's the cutest thing. I figured I'd be a grandmother, but kind of wanted it to be a little bit later in life. That's okay. I'm 44, so I made it past 40. Let's see. When I was growing up, when I was 4, I started playing soccer. So I played soccer from about 4 till I was graduated from high school. I played for my high school, and I played on a select league here in Texas. Played for the Longhorns out of Dallas, Texas. I always loved playing soccer. It was something that brought me and my dad together. My dad did pass away 3 years ago, so I probably won't talk about him too much because it does still hurt. There's a lot of good memories there with him as well, though. But I do miss him every day. My mom and my daughter live in Colorado. Went there to visit for Christmas and got to hang out with my mom for a little more than a week. Like I said, I taught her how to diamond paint and got her to love the craft just as much as me. So at the end of the night, each night, we would sit down and diamond paint for an hour or two. She got the hang of it pretty quickly. She didn't think she was going to like it. And then the next minute, she's almost halfway done with her soulmates by day 2. So I think it's something she'll really enjoy. It's relaxing. It's very, very relaxing. So this is another pin that I received from Cat Eared. I have a straightener on this end, and then just a single placer on this end. Like I said, I'm not very good with the multi-placer. You can probably see the gaps with the light pad, but once you turn that light pad off, you can't really see that. So in the comments, I'm curious to know, how long have you been diamond painting? I purchased my very first diamond painting about 4 or 5 years ago, and I set it aside and never looked at it again. I actually think it got thrown away. I found one in some boxes that hadn't been unpacked since we moved in here, which was 2 years ago. And it was a little girl and a boy at a water fountain, and it was a partial drill. I don't even remember ordering it. I don't even know what a partial drill was at that time. I have it now in my stash. I don't know if I'll ever do it. It's cute, but I just don't. I don't know why I ordered it, honestly. But then I ordered my very first one this time around that I'm actually working on them now. Back in, I believe, March, and I received it in April. I didn't start working on it until June. and I just had no idea what I was doing. I was trying to stab the wax through the, the plastic. I was trying to do this, not understanding what's going on. Well, you gotta peel it back and then stick it in there. But I had no clue. I hadn't watched any YouTube videos. I didn't even know there was a huge community for diamond painting. I used to open oysters on Facebook Live, so I thought, well, YouTube's a little bit different, but it's almost the same. Still kind of feel like I'm talking to myself, like I would opening oysters, only it was live, so people did answer or ask questions, and I was able to answer them back right away. So it's a little different in that respect. I'm just sitting here talking to myself, and it's a little weird. But that's okay. Weird is good. Nobody wants to be like everybody else. We all want to be different. But let's see, what else can I tell y'all about me? I have been engaged for a year and a half. And he did re-propose to me at Christmas and gave me a new pretty it's the past, present, and future ring. It's really pretty, and he wanted to propose to me in front of my mom and my youngest, because the first go around it was just me and him. I do love the ring. I love him. Eventually we will get married. I don't know what just happened to my sticky. I guess when I stabbed it, it didn't go in very good, so I want to pull this out. Now, I've heard you shouldn't pull your wax out with your sharp tweezers, but I'm being very gentle. I'm not stabbing the sides or anything like that. Let's try this again. I've been using this big, huge tray for my black drills. Then when I switch to the other colors, it's like those little green boats are so small. It's like, can I get some bigger trays, please? I did get, I don't know if y'all can see, and yes, this is a cell phone holder. From what I understand, teachers use those in their classroom to hold cell phones of the students if they bring their phones into the class and they get in trouble, or they just automatically put them in there before they get in trouble. I'm not really sure how that works. But I thought, oh, that would be nice to have a stand to put my drills in while I'm working on diamond paintings that have a lot of confetti in them. That way, okay, that's where my paper is. Like, what is going on? But that way I don't have to get the color out every time I need to switch colors and switch trays and all that good stuff. You'll see here in a minute what I mean by that. When I started this, I started down here with all black, and I've just kind of been pulling the colors out as I need them because I don't have enough trays to fill the colors that I have. I have 43 colors, and this only holds 36. So I was gonna double up my greens over here because the greens don't, I can double the greens, but the clear ones and the white ones, and obviously these don't allow you to double. So that's what my plan is with that cell phone holder. My mom also got me this little, if if y'all saw my Christmas video, y'all saw my gifts that I received, but this little sticker maker, this thing is cool. I don't know how it works, but it made my labels, the top ones, so it made this top one, and I like to see my symbols a little bit bigger, so I wrote the symbol on each one, but I don't know how it worked. It just run it through there and it made it a sticker, and it was the coolest thing. It was very helpful and made everything quick to be able to kit up this kit. I believe this kit has 128 of those little tiny bags of 310s. So I ended up putting everything in bags like this, which I was gonna pour into those, but that doesn't make any sense. So when I need new ones, I just pour them in into my container here. I don't think I needed to use this system up here. I could have just used the bags and done it that way and just pulled the bags out as I needed them. I don't like working from bags, so that's why I did what I did, but now after all of this, it kind of seemed pointless to put them in the little container since I am working at my drafting table, which is another gift from Christmas. And let me tell you, this drafting table is a game changer. I love it. It's so comfortable. I can diamond paint for 4 or 5 hours and not even realize I've been diamond painting for 4 or 5 hours. So if it's in your budget and if you have the space, I highly recommend getting a drafting table. You can have just a little bit better posture. I don't have the greatest posture right now. I'm actually leaning over, which is bad, but it is 10 o'clock at night and everyone else is sleeping and trying to be quiet. So I'm trying to be as close to my phone as possible so that y'all can hear me without waking up my whole house. Wow, those are really crooked on there. Let's see, get these put straight. So I live right, there is a train that is right literally in my backyard. I mean, I have my gate, and then you can maybe go about 10 feet or so, 20 feet or so. I haven't been back there, but it's right there. So I do apologize if y'all hear the train. I think I'm gonna go ahead and pause the video and go tell my son good night, and then the train will be gone by the time I get back. So I will be right back. Okay, so the train is gone. I'm not sure if y'all could hear it or not, but it is very loud. I tried to get my colors ready before, but now I'm seeing I got the wrong color ready. So, oh no, I have some of this one already. Okay. Moving on to the next color. So I would like to know what y'all would like to see as far as content on my channel. Like I said, I am going to be doing budget friendly diamond painting unbaggings and unboxings for those of us that are on a budget and who want to know where we can get decent diamond paintings from at a good price. I have ordered, like I said, from AliExpress a few times. My daughter's custom came from Evermoment, from suggestions from a group. And the canvas was great. The drills were, there was a lot of trash, but they had a lot of extras. So, I mean, I didn't have any fear that I was going to run out, but there was a lot of trash. There's actually a lot of trash in this one already as well. Like, I'm going to show, let's see if I can get this out without making a mess. But this is my trash so far. It's mostly like, what? I almost dropped them all. Little extra bits of whatever this material is, resin, I guess. It's not necessarily the drills that are bad, it's just extra parts to them. So there's a lot of trash though in the 310s. But like I said before, I have 128 of those little tiny baggies. So I'm hoping I have plenty of 310s. If not, I do have extras from my other kit. I prefer working on squares. I like how everything is covered on the canvas and you don't see any parts of the canvas. From what I understand, I don't have any comparisons really, but I do have an order coming, so I can compare what a round looks like compared to a square in the same painting to see what the difference is. Same size, same painting, just one's square and one's round. I haven't received them yet, but once I do, I will do a comparison video because I'm always curious what looks better. And I mean, your taste is going to be different than mine. You may like the way that the round looks better than the square, or you may like that the round doesn't take nearly as much time as a square. My daughter's painting was a 60 by 90, and it took me about 5 weeks, and I want to say there were some long hours in there, but most of the time it was 3 to 4 hours a night working on it. Maybe on the weekends I'd spend a little bit longer. Maybe, I think there was a couple times that I did an 8-hour little stint of working on it, but it took me 5 weeks to finish that painting. I then worked on a 40 by 40 round, and I want to say that maybe took me a week and a half, 2 weeks with working on it for 2 to 3 hours a day. I didn't have any really long days on that one. And the Guardian Knight, it's round. I want to say it was like a 42 by 52 or something along those lines. I don't remember exactly. And again, it only took me a couple weeks. So if you're wanting to get them done quickly, a round one is definitely the way that you would want to go. Because squares are a little bit more tedious. You have to make sure that they line up as straight as possible. I feel like the squares on this kit are a little bit smaller than the space they need to be fitting into, and that's why there's all these gaps. But like I said, with that light board off, you can see them, but you can't see them. When you're right on top of them, you can see them, but when you're looking at a diamond painting, you're not supposed to look at it right on top of it. You're supposed to stand back from it and admire it that way. So I think that's why I like square. I believe you get more of a sparkle to rounds, and your squares are more of a subtle sparkle. So, I mean, I don't know, I guess depending on the picture would depend on what way you would want to do it. I do prefer square, so I will probably, if I have the option to order a square or round, I will order the square every time. I have ordered opposite of what I would like to order before, but that's only because my fiance wanted it in a round, or thought it would look better in a round. So I will move on to, let's move on to the number 4. I kind of like to work with the darker and then go lighter. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I have ADD when working on these, because I'll be all over the place and then I'm like, oh wait, there's still some down here. It's kind of like when you walk into a room and forget what you walked in for, and then my mom had a joke, or I don't know if it was a joke or a riddle or what it was, but the ADHD of the old age, it was something along the lines of you needed to go find your cell phone, but on the way to find your cell phone, you saw that the plants needed to be watered, so you went to get the water for the plants, and then you saw a soda was there and it needed to be put in the refrigerator so it would get cold so you could drink it again. And so, but you wanted to water the plants first, and then you went there, and it just went on and on about how you did all these things during the day, but you actually didn't do anything, and you were so tired at the end of the day, but nothing was done. You still didn't have your phone, you couldn't find your glasses, and it was really funny. It explains my mom to a T, but I feel that way sometimes too, that I'm just all over the place. I go to clean out the cat litter box, and then I think, oh, well, the trash needs to go out, so I'll get the trash out, and then I forget I was cleaning the litter box, and then I have to go back to clean it. So yeah, I feel like I'm getting to that stage where I'm getting the ADD of old age. I just thought that story was funny. It was cute. So I believe for tonight, I may go ahead and stop this video for tonight and continue on tomorrow, and maybe I'll have something new to talk about tomorrow, and then continue on, because I'll have about 30 minutes left, and we will pick up where I left off. I'm going to place my paper back over and see y'all tomorrow. However, for you, it won't even feel like I was gone. We'll just pick up where I left off. So I decided that I wanted to go ahead and continue working tonight. I'm not ready to go to bed. So we'll continue talking. I want to know, I am by no means a political person, but I do want to know how everyone is faring with the situation that we have going on in the world right now. I have my 14-year-old is in remote learning. Thankfully, he actually likes school, so I don't really have to be on him to get his schooling done. He's pretty good about going to his Zoom meetings and getting his work done, but I know there's so many families out there that are having a really, really rough time with homeschooling, and their kids they're not wanting to do the at home. So how are your families handling the at home schooling? Or if you did send your kids back to school, how are y'all handling the back to school part of it? I only didn't send my son back because, he's kind of an introvert. He's not one that had many friends and just had to be the social one at school. So he wasn't missing out on hanging out with his friends and all of that. And he's just, I think he's ready to just get through school. I feel like I could go to the K through 12 schooling and probably get him into the better schooling and do online school for the rest of his school, and he would be able to graduate early. But I didn't want him to wear a mask all day. Nobody wants to wear a mask anyways, so how am I gonna have my son go to school and wear a mask all day? And since I was at the beginning of COVID, I was working from home, so I thought, well, I'll be home. We can make this work. And then the original shutdown of schools after spring break last year, when they went back to school, that was just a joke because they didn't mandate it. They didn't have to get on Zoom. They didn't have to do anything. They were just passing everybody. It didn't matter if you were actually doing or participating at all. So it was a little bit of an adjustment to get him to get into those Zoom classes. But in actual physical class, he doesn't like physical class because all the other kids just want to talk and socialize, and he actually wanted to learn. So it didn't help him out, and he would get frustrated. So I feel like this is the best solution for him right now. So yeah, tell me how your families are faring with the remote learning, if y'all are remote learning, or if you are a homeschooler or your child is already doing like a K through 12 type of online school. Please give me information on that too, to see if maybe it's a better fit for my son and to go forward through that route. I mean, we don't really know what's going to be happening in these next, 3 to 6 months. Nobody knows what the new normal is going to be. I feel like maybe once he gets inaugurated, maybe we'll have a better understanding of what's going on. But like I said, I'm not a political person. Before my fiance, I really didn't pay attention to politics. He did open my eyes into our current situation and letting me know, hey, you should probably pay attention. So I have paid a little bit more attention to what is being said and talked about, but then again, not really sure who to believe and what not to believe. So anyways, I don't really have a opinion about that part of the politics. I'm just curious what all of you are feeling with the homeschooling or remote learning, however you want to call it, because I'm definitely not homeschooling my son. He goes to a Zoom class and listens to a teacher. I don't have to really do a whole lot. And I'm very lucky that he's smart and either understands or knows that he needs to ask his teachers questions when he's not understanding. But I have since stopped working, so now I'm just a stay-at-home mom and stay-at-home soon-to-be wife, and I'll go back to work probably here in the next 6 to 8 months. But right now I'm just kind of hanging out and being with my son, and when he's here and getting that bonding time with him. He is now 14, so I'm sure many of you know, once they turn certain ages, they don't want anything to do with us anymore. So I'm kind of just getting that time in with him. Wow, I'm missing all kinds of these tonight. Had to go back and grab a couple that I already did. That's the thing with doing sections. I always miss a number. I probably miss it a few times. There's been times that I've grabbed the color to put it in, and I went and put one or two in and then found a whole nother little grouping of them. I'm like, oh, miss those too. No big deal. Simple to just go back over here and grab the one I'm needing and pop it in there. What drives me really crazy is I'll see one that I missed, and then I'll grab what I need, and then I go back to put it in and I can't find it again. So I know a lot of times people will say they use popsicle sticks or something to kind of point them to where it was, so when they get it, they can go back to it and find it easily. So anyways, I hope that I'm not boring y'all too much. And that y'all are enjoying this channel. I think this is going to be my 5th video. If I get this one up before my other ones. I have a lot of unboxings to do. I have my fiance bought me a Santa Direct 4-pack, which I'm very excited to show that one. There's some cool stuff in the 4-pack that I did not know it came with. So I'll be excited to do a video on that one. He got me 5 new paintings from Amazon, and I think I already had 2 or 3, so I'll have 7 unbaggings from Amazon. I have my big one from eBay, which I'm excited to see that one. I did have to open the package to see which painting it was, because when they come in, you just have no idea where they're from, especially if you've ordered quite a bit. I'm waiting on some from a company that I found on Facebook called Shimmer Stitch. She does live Facebook shows, and I've ordered quite a bit from her. I'm just waiting for those to come in, and I'll do a unbagging for all of the ones I got from her. She has some really cool ones. And I know I have some from AliExpress. I have a big order from AliExpress, and then I have a small custom. I wanted to try out this company to see if their customs will be any good, because they weren't too expensive. And then I did my comparisons through them. I think it was Home Fun. Don't hold me to that, I'm not positive. But I do think it was Home Fun. And it's a custom of my granddaughter. Be excited to see if that one's going to come out. I ordered a custom of her before, and the picture was pretty disappointing. I think my picture was too dark. So she turned out to be really red. I was still going to work on it because my daughter's canvas had a lot of skin tone left over. So I was just gonna replace the skin tone with my daughter's, the square drills from my daughter's canvas. When I went to kit it up, I had it all kitted up ready to go, and I started placing them, and I realized they sent me round drills for a square painting, and I didn't even realize it until I started trying to place the drills down, and I was like, wait, these are not working. So instead of having them send me square drills for a painting I didn't think was going to turn out anyways, I just had them give me a refund. So I may give them another shot. I've heard good things about them. If I give them another shot, then I'll definitely do an unbagging video for them, because they are inexpensive as well. They had smaller canvases, I believe in the 30 by 40 range, and then 40 by 50 range as well, if I'm remembering correctly. But their paintings were $4.88 and I think $5.88, $6.88, somewhere in that range for decent. I know some people call those snack size, but I want to do a portfolio of 30 by 30 and 30 by 40s. I don't have the wall, I have wall space, but I don't think I want diamond paintings covering my walls. I think we're gonna have a hard time with this one and framing this one, so I think my fiance is gonna try and make a frame for this, because at 90 by 90, I can't even imagine how much it would cost to get a custom frame for that. I was gonna get a custom frame for the 60 by 90, and I think it was like $170. It's like, no, not today. So Michael's has sale. They have sales often for buy one, get two free on their Belmont frames. So I bought a 24 by 36 frame, because that was what fit the 30 by 60. And it was, I think, $54, and I was able to get 2 other frames for other diamond paintings that I was gifting. So 3 frames for $54. I thought that was a pretty good deal. And I think they do those sales a lot. I saw it twice in the last month and a half of the year. That was when I was getting all my Christmas paintings taken care of. And I know they do buy one, get one free on their 11 by 17 frames. I have another train coming by. Hopefully y'all can still hear me. I know it's probably loud and I apologize. But we will not be buying this house. Right now we are renting. We thought about purchasing, but we will not be purchasing this home. One of the main reasons is the train. I've been talking for 47 minutes and we've had 2 trains come by in that 47 minutes. So, and it is 10:30 in the evening. Sometimes they come through and they literally sound like they are coming through our walls. They shake our walls. They've caused damage to our walls. It's ridiculous how annoying the train really is. I've lived close by trains before and got used to the sounds and didn't have any problems, but I am not able to get used to this one. It is almost done going by. And I think I got all the O's. Go ahead and slide that one in there. And this one. The rest of that I'm gonna leave as is. I totally just did the wrong color on the wrong letter. I was supposed to be placing this color, and I was placing this color. Well, shoot. I'm gonna push pause, and I'm gonna take this off. I'm gonna place them on the one where they were supposed to go. I'm gonna push pause, and I'll be right back. Okay, I got that problem fixed. So luckily my glue on this one is pretty slippery, so I was able to just kind of slide them around where they were supposed to go. Can can honestly say that was the first time I have done that and placed on the wrong color. That's okay. It was an easy enough fix. They were pretty much close to each other so it didn't take me very long, maybe 5 to 6 minutes, and I had it all moved to where they should go. I have absolutely no idea what I was talking about while I was making that mistake. Maybe doing a WIP and chat isn't in my forte, because you really do kind of have to pay attention to what you're doing. I don't know, I'm a pretty decent multitasker, so I'll probably still give it another shot. If this WIP and chat goes okay, then maybe I'll do it again with this canvas a couple times anyways, so y'all can see the progress of this 90 by 90 monster. So in the comments, tell me, what is the largest painting that you have completed? Or maybe that you haven't completed but purchased, or that you're working on maybe. Curious. I'm not even sure what the largest diamond painting out there is. What size you can get. I can't imagine going too much larger than the one that I purchased on eBay. I want to say, I think it was maybe 45 by, I don't know, I think I said 85 earlier if I talked about it, but I think it was bigger than that. I'll have to look that up. Maybe it was a 45 by 135. I know it was a big one, but I was really interested in seeing how a bigger one would turn out. And I got a really good deal on it off of eBay. So I figured, why not? It'll keep me busy just like this one. I want to say this whole black part down here and this portion, so all this took me about 8 hours. So I can only imagine I will be working on this for a long time, and I will possibly have to even take a couple breaks from this one and do some smaller ones in between to get that satisfaction of having one complete and not just dwelling away on this one and feeling like you're getting nowhere. Does anybody else feel that way when they're working on a bigger canvas? That there's no end in sight? I felt that way on my 60 by 90, and then as I got closer to the end, I was kind of sad that I was finished with it, so it was bittersweet. So yeah, tell me what you guys thought of this WIP and chat, if you would like to see more of this painting being done. If you have any questions for me, or if there's anything else you'd like to know about me or diamond painting in general, if I can answer it, I certainly will. I'm still fairly new myself. I started in June of 2020, and I feel like I've completed about 7 or 8 diamond paintings. So I'm still fairly new at it myself. But I have watched a lot of YouTube videos and learned a lot from the creators out there on YouTube. And I try to implement what they share into my diamond painting as well to make things go a little bit smoother. But everybody has a different way of doing things and different styles, different likes. You may not like a certain painting that I'm working on, but maybe we have the same taste and I can help you and figuring out if you should purchase a certain painting or not. I have purchased from Everyday E-Deals, which shows up in my Facebook feed on a daily basis. I think the other one was Sew Any Deals. I'm waiting on that order to come in. I've worked on some of the Everyday E-Deals. I believe that was where I bought my You Are My Sunshine, which that canvas had issues. The words were backwards, so I had to fix the lettering. It was not really a nightmare or anything. It was just not what the picture showed. And then I did a skull in a tree, and I believe that one was from Everyday E-Deals also. So I ran out of time on that video, so I'm going to actually cut this one short and do an ending for you. But what I was trying to say was, when those, you'll see on Facebook, they do buy 2 get 1 free, or buy 3 get 1 free, buy 4 get 1 free. That's when I take advantage of using those companies, because they end up being very bargain deals for a good price. So I'm going to go ahead and end this WIP and chat, and I hope y'all enjoyed it, and I hope that y'all leave comments on how I can do better, or what you would like to hear more about, see, and hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed it, and the like button, and I hope to have y'all watch my videos again, and I hope you have a great night.